Since 1958, NASA has been the boss overseeing over 1,000 uncrewed missions into Earth orbit and beyond. They've launched their own missions and funded private sector ones because collaboration is key. So, without further ado, let's find out about the top 10 unmanned missions. On number 10, we have the Incredible Explorer program, which launched over 90 missions since coming to life. Even though they had a tight budget with this one, they were still able to discover the Van Allen radiation belt with the first ever US-made satellite, which was known as the Explorer 1. From there, the program was handed over to NASA, leading to a series of small yet impactful missions with a scientific focus. Next up, on number 9, we have the Mighty Mariners program by NASA, in which robotic probes were sent to explore Mars, Venus, and Mercury. It was the first ever program to make a planetary flyby, to take pictures of another planet, and to make a planetary orbiter. It also made history by pulling off the infamous interplanetary gravity asset maneuver. 7 out of 10 vehicles launched in this program nailed their missions. Next up, on number 8, let's talk about the launch of the Hubble Space Telescope, which was launched in April 1990 and quickly became the largest versatile telescope at the time. With the famous collaboration between NASA and the European Space Agency, the Hubble Space Telescope has been a part of NASA's Great Observations family. It was able to capture famous images like Hubble Deep Field with the budget of $2 billion. Coming in at the 7th spot, we have Ulysses Space Mission. This famous mission was launched in 1990 and was another collaboration between NASA and the ESA. The task of this mission was to study the Sun from different latitudes, and to achieve this, it underwent a daring orbital shift using a gravity asset from Jupiter. Powered by a radiostop thermal generator, this mission provided valuable insights into our closest star, the Sun, but had to end the mission in 2009 because of the freezing of the fuel issue. Up next on our list, we have Cassini-Huygens space mission on number 6. As this was a team-up between ASA, ESA and ASI, where they took us to Saturn and its moons. During this mission, they were able to land Huygens on Titan, which is Saturn's mega moon. This was also the first time a spacecraft orbited Saturn. This mission didn't stop just at Saturn and later ran some relativity tests on the heliosphere Jupiter. This mission involved 16 European countries and the US, with NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab calling the shots. Coming in at the 5th spot is the Gravity Recovery and Climate Experiment. This was a joint mission between NASA and the German Aerospace Center, where they took measurements of the Earth's gravity field from 2002 to 2017. By tracking gravity, GRACE gave us insights into how mass is distributed across our planet and how it changes over time. This data has been crucial for studying Earth's oceans, geology, and climate. This mission brought together the Center for Space Research at the University of Texas, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, the German Space Agency, and Germany's National Research Center for Geosciences. They all played a part in managing this fantastic mission under the NASA ESSP program. Up next on our list, we have the Mars Scout program at number 4. This NASA initiative aimed to send small, cost-effective robotic missions to Mars. Two standout projects were the Phoenix Lander and the Maven Orbiter. So, Phoenix was adapted from a cancelled mission which was landed in the icy polar region of Mars in 2008. It searched for signs of microbial life and studied the planet's water history. The 90-day mission was a success, but unfortunately, contact with the lander was lost in November 2008. So, while the Mars Scout program may have come to an end, its legacy lives on in the valuable data it collected during its Martian adventure. At the 3rd spot on our list, we have the Dawn space mission managed by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. It ventured to explore the asteroid Vesta and the dwarf planet Ceres, two prominent members of the asteroid belt. It was the first ever spacecraft to orbit both celestial bodies and employed innovative ion thruster for inter-target travel. It was launched in 2007. This Dawn successfully orbited Vesta from 2011 to 2012 before moving on to Ceres in 2015. Now, sadly, in November 2018, the mission concluded as Dawn depleted its fuel reserves. But it continues to orbit Ceres as a silent observer of this captivating dwarf planet. Coming up next on number 2 is Mars Exploration Rover. So this mission by NASA's Mars Exploration Rover involved two rovers, which is Spirit and Opportunity. They were sent to explore the surfaces of Mars. The mission aimed to study rocks and soils for signs of past water activity, contributing to our understanding of the planet's geology. Managed by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, the mission cost about $820 million for the initial 90-day mission, but received multiple extensions as both rovers continued to function beyond expectations. Spirit operated until 2009 and Opportunity remained operational until 2018. They greatly exceeded their intended mission durations. And finally, at the top, we have Galileo probe. It was launched in 1989 and was NASA's spacecraft sent to study Jupiter and its moons. It accomplished many milestones, including the first asteroid flyby, discovery on an asteroid moon, and becoming the first ever spacecraft to orbit Jupiter and probe its atmosphere. Galileo's mission lasted for over a decade, during which it explored Jupiter's magnetosphere and conducted close flybys of its moons Europa and Io. In 2003, the mission finally ended by plunging the spacecraft into Jupiter's atmosphere to prevent contamination of nearby moons and due to low propellant levels. Well, with that, we've come to an end of our list of the top 10 unmanned space missions. Which one of these had you heard of before? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, give us a big thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our new content. Thanks for tuning in and we'll see you in the next one.